So, divine greetings, masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group. Very warm welcome, masters, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here and sharing your precious time, space, and energy with each other, with this group, and also our YouTube channel, Love Light Shasha YouTube channel. So, thank you so much, masters. Keep up the good work, and may you all ascend, and also may you help awaken everyone. So let us first give our gratitude to all the masters. So join with me. Keep your hands near your heart, close your eyes, and with full emotion, full thought, consciously, let us pray to the divine, to all the masters, and also invoke their consciousness and energies. Take a deep in breath and focus on the master's psychic energy. Think about them, think about the masters. As you breathe in, let us give our gratitude to each and every master. Dear masters from the divine realms, from the ascendant realms, thank you to all the spiritual angelic astral masters, to the Guru consciousness, to our great grand master Pitamaha Brahma Rishi Patri Sir, Mahavatar Babaji, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, and constellations, and to many other masters who are associated with the Param Guru Mandalis, the Saptarishi Mandal masters, to the Siddhas, teachers, healers, mentors, and gurus. We are very, very grateful and thankful to each and every master, and we are blessed to have your energies and consciousness with us. Thank you for sharing your divine wisdom and knowledge, and also giving us the understanding to understand the metaphysical subjects and spiritual science and occult science. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping us align with our soul plan purpose and also align us with our highest timelines of our soul journeys, life journeys. We pray and ask you to help us align with our highest truth, with the truth that who we are, why we are here, and what is our purpose. May we get to know our truth. May we choose truth. May we speak our truth. May we be authentic with ourselves and others. With all these prayers, we ask you for your blessings, your grace, and your divine wisdom and knowledge, consciousness to be shared with us. May we get the same that we asked. We pray for your guidance, your protection on our life, in our life. May we continue the journey with your guidance, totally protected, safeguarded, and always helped by helping us to be on the right path. Thank you so much, Masters. Thank you. So, very warm welcome, everyone. Thank you so much once again, and lots of gratitude to all of you. So, as you all know, today the subject that I've okay, my eyes, something has gone into my eyes while cooking. So, it's a little like really bothering me. But anyhow, as they say, what's with the body? What's in the name, right? Shakespeare said, what's in the name, right? But whatever it is, right now my body is hurting me. So, a part of my body. But anyhow, I'm not going to concentrate there anymore. So let's go with transformation. What is transformation? Everything changes in our lives. That is what one thinks about transformation, right? There had been lot of books written on transformation. Lot of people have spoken about transformation. So there are a lot of symbols also that comes with transformation, and every now and then, be it our journey or anybody's journey, the point is everyone transforms, and we cannot stick to one thing, because as we say, and or as we know, or as things go around, or as we see the nature transforms pretty easily, or we don't see that transformation very soon, but this transformation always continues. Nature is the one, like as they say, everything changes, and change is one thing that continuously happens. So today, here we are actually talking about transformation, but not change. Change is also a part of transformation. We change, right? We transform, but transformation is we transform from one form to another form, and that is called transformation. You are transforming, you are forming something from one form to another form. And the best example to give is very common, very general, but we all know about it, and it is all about the caterpillar metamorphosis, right? How the caterpillar metamorphosize, right? And when the caterpillar morphosize, what happens? It takes a form of a, pupa, and then later on, with different, you know, transformation cycle, it goes under a lot of transformation and then finally gets into the stage of butterfly. But before that, or moth, before that, what happens is with the caterpillar, first it is very small, it's like an egg. And then I don't need to tell you the scientific process of it, the biological process of it, but still, the way I'm going to go forward with transformation cycle is to first understand what does the caterpillar goes through. It is in the form of an egg. When the butterfly lays her egg, she lays it on like beneath the leaves so that nobody sees it. It's like it's kind of a natural camouflage, right? With the leaves, so that nobody sees, so that the insects cannot prey on those eggs. And later on, when the eggs hatch, they turn into very small caterpillars, very tiny caterpillars. But what they do? They start eating the leaves. They start having a lot of, leafy greens, and they start plumping up, or they start becoming big and big and big. So the caterpillar is now what is happening? It still is the caterpillar. It is not transforming at this time, but the transformation is happening in the size and weight and how big fat they are becoming. So they eat lot of leaves. They eat everything, whatever they can find in terms of leaves. They eat and eat and eat. Even petals also they will eat. But the point is they will eat. And that is the time when their body from the tiny caterpillar becomes very big, huge, and large. Now, at that time, when they attain this maturity of this body maturity, they take, they start building a cocoon around themselves, a very fine thread like, a web like structure around them, and they start spinning with their mouth. The mouth is so big, and now it starts spinning a web kind of thing around them, around their body. So it does that quite many times until it becomes that pupa. So when it becomes pupae or pupa, it's like a kind of a larva, I would say, but it's like pupa, and then it takes, what it does is the outer covering of that pupa, that is basically totally dissolved. Now this pupa eats everything, whatever was around it. It eats its own fluid and body to become the butterfly, right? It eats itself, his own self, I would say. He drinks his own self, right? And then he becomes that butterfly. That is the part of a caterpillar transforming into a pupae, into a butterfly. After so many days, it just goes into that, and it, as soon as it becomes this butterfly, we cannot see the wings of the butterfly, but we know that yes, the butterfly is going to come out of it, because we know now the biology of everything, right? Science, and we have learned science and all those things. But we know that yes, but the caterpillar does not know what he is going to become. He does not know this journey. He does not know, he or she does not know what the journey is ahead, how beautiful the butterfly is going to look. The butterfly also does not know about himself or herself, right? They don't know what they are, how beautiful they are, or how majestic it looks. They don't know. They don't know their own journey. But this journey that they take is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Meaning they break down their own self. They are broken down. They are again from that broken down things, they sum everything up. They drink their own things. They eat their own stuff. And then they become this beautiful butterfly. It's a very difficult process of, once you are steady and stable, then you break yourself down. Then you again try to sum everything up, collect everything of yours, and then you again rise up. It's like, I'm not going to say that it's a phoenix rising, but yeah, very similar to that as well, right? So, this transformation of the caterpillar has taught us spiritual people a lot. Not only that, very similar journey we do take for our own spiritual journey when we start from like basically the basics of spirituality by learning, listening, and practicing meditation or any other field of spirituality, I would say, where we are, be it, I would say, we are not talking about rituals, but we are actually talking about the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual science. And also, we go through so many things, so many transformative things, so many transformations related to our mind, to our body, to our brain, to our understanding, to our heart centers, how expansive it becomes, how to let go, and many other things. We go down, we break down, we try to collect ourselves, and we rise up again. And then few people who go under this transformation, everyone goes through, but few people who take this journey of this breaking down, every time there will be someone else in your shoes, and you will be in someone else's shoes. You will be transforming. So it is not like you are the only one who is going to transform. Everyone has to transform, but at their own pace, at their own time, and according to how much they are developed, how much maturity they have gained. And these colors of the butterfly that they are having on their back, the moth now, when it basically, before becoming this beautiful butterfly, it goes under this pupae stage where, the pupa is also trying to release that body, the outer cover, and then from within that emerges this beautiful butterfly. For that, this beautiful butterfly has to cut down his own shell, the web-like structure that she has built. So to come out of it, the wings are very wet at that time. The butterfly cannot fly. So what it has to do is the pupae body has to be removed. You have to cut your own body to get out of that, and then another beautiful body emerges, but now this body has wings to it. Very, very delicate wings, very fine wings, very beautiful colors, very beautiful prints on the butterfly. But how was this possible? This is called nature. The nature and the birth that butterfly is taking, she undergoes lot of transformation, lot of births, rebirths, and then metamorphosizes into something so beautiful, so delicate, yet um and you know how to say, I would say very strong. They are so strong, I would say, because when they transform, every stage, whatever they have done, these butterfly wings or the prints that they have on the body, on the wings, it actually signifies, how much they have gone through. It's like the badges or awards that they are getting, right? And we admire these butterflies because we know it is not an easy process, but we admire them, We wait for those butterflies on the flowers to come and suck the nectar. But only few people who go through these kind of transformation, they achieve that state of where they can come and drink the nectar from the flower. But before that, they have to dry their wings. Before that, they have to come out of their own shell. They have to open their wings. Yeah, they have to remain there for a few minutes. And it has definitely the danger of, the birds and other things are also there. But they have to be there, stay there to dry themselves up, to be ready to fly away. It takes a lot of time, and it can come with a lot of dangers. But then what does it do? It waits because it is that butterfly's time. It has to wait. You cannot fly away soon, or you cannot do other stuff very soon. It will only happen with time. And in between, if something comes up, if you are able to remove yourself from that equation, you are saved. Otherwise, you are done. Another life maybe, right? So we all go through this kind of transformation, but this transformation is so, so beautiful. And as such, we also go through. How many of you would like me to close my video and not show my face? I would like you all to show me your faces. Come on. It's like I'm only talking, I'm only seeing my face. Hey Madhu, how are you? Come on, show me your faces. It feels like, definitely your videos are on, but you are not showing me your faces. Show me your faces. Homa ji. Yes, thank you so much, Sonal ji, Nirja ji, Anshuman ji, Gayatri ji, Deepak ji. I know you're all listening to me, but it would be more, wonderful if I can see your faces, right? It feels like that, yes, I'm talking to humans, not walls, right? So, anyhow, so that is what I'm saying, masters. Uh, Definitely, everyone goes through this transformation. We all go through our own transformation, our own time. We need our own time, our own pace. But with that, we also understand that we also need to go under hibernation. We also need to go under the dark night of soul. We also need to understand what are our triggers and what are our taboos, or what can we do, what we can't do. Like, we can do everything, but we are not going to limit ourselves, right? We are thinking like that, but we are unlimited, and that is what is the beauty of the human journey. We go through so much transformation from the time we are born till the time we die. We go through so much transformation. We transform from one phase to another phase, gaining knowledge, you know, getting more wisdom, applying those knowledge. When we apply those knowledge, that becomes our wisdom. That becomes our soul wisdom when we practice it quite often, time and again. And that is the beauty of how the human gains this beautiful awareness of their own journey, that I was this, now I'm becoming this. But to go with that transformation, we also need to, certain times you have to take a step back, you have to move forward. Certain times we have to, certain times you have to, as if we have to rush, and we have to move like as if our train is leaving, and so we have to jump on that train. Or certain times we have to get down when you are not mature enough. And this transformative journey of oneself, and especially through our spiritual journey. Spiritual journey teaches us so much. It teaches us who we are, why we are here, what we can do. Certain times we take this journey just like the butterflies do. We take this journey and we are broken down. We are torn. We are tormented. We are into trauma. We have a lot of pain. But then what do we do? If we understand our journey, we will not stop at that state. We will go forward. We will say, okay, let me pick up myself, let me collect myself, and let me just go ahead. I know this time is not very easy for me, but having that strength and courage, letting go of that fear, forgiving people around you, however wounded you are, we collect ourselves and we transform. We transform from that wounded stage to the healed stage. We transform from that state where we are weak and immature. We transform from that state to more mature and strong stage. But we only can go through this type of stage when we learn from our mistakes, when we learn from, how many times we have gone through this, and we try to perfect something that is not going according to what we wanted. Why that is not happening? If we get that understanding, we understand the equation, and we understand, okay, every time I was trying to, do so and so, maybe let me do this time. And as soon as you do a certain, you take a different journey, you take a different perception or mindset, and you uh, do something that you haven't done before. And now, for the first time you're doing it, you just change your timeline. You just change your, energy. You change the stagnancy. You are unstuck. You jump on to another timeline. You change your friends. You change your group. Maybe you are turning a new leaf into your life now. That chapter that you were continuously on that journey, it was keeping you stuck because you were not taking that, uh, you know, the new way of thinking, the new way of doing things, or letting go of things. Certain things, certain times in your life, you have to let go. Certain times in your life, you have to forgive. You have to forget. You have to remove yourself from that equation. Certain times, you might be at the, uh, the highest peak of things, but maybe you let go of everything, you leave everything, and you move to that basic thing. And that is the time when you are broken down, when you take your time, you are very near to the point. You are, or we are all are, very near to that point when we are going to transform into that beautiful butterfly. Only that last cut has to be done. But what are we going to do? Are we going to, leave that journey? Are we going to let somebody else win? Or it is our journey? It's not about winning or losing, but it is my own journey, your own journey. And understanding that if I go through this journey, it is not about others, but it is about me, about our own self. We have to collect ourselves, we have to get onto this train, and then we have to go ahead because it's my personal journey. I have to win my own war with my own self, transforming myself from those triggers which are actually controlling me. Can I control this urge to not get triggered, holding myself back, not letting that trigger control me, and just not even trying to react or respond, but trying to just keep quiet and see and observe? If I can do that, I have transformed. If this dark night of the soul also happens, and where I am actually put to see what I'm doing, the dark night of the soul transforms. It goes into the shadow aspect of oneself. What are those shadow aspect? What are those emotional blockages that are still holding me back? Am I being too sensitive? Am I being so and so? You learn so much even during the dark night of the soul. And this is the time where you are actually, you go under, you how to say, there's this word, I totally forgot. You just keep quiet and you just take your own journey. You start, cutting down people in your life. You don't want to go and mingle with society. You don't want to talk too much. You remain silent. You're just observing everyone, or you don't even want to observe. You're just thinking about your own self, concentrating on yourself. What went wrong? What did I do wrong? Or what should I do that makes some everything right? Or do I need to, understand something? Am I not understanding something? Let me let me just take care of myself first. What are those things that I need to learn? And all those things that can, and that is also another way that you transform. So this is where you accept your faults, your mistakes. You basically you learn so much from your own selves, triggers, why it is happening, getting to the root cause of everything, and then you come out, you emerge like this brighter individual, where now you have that understanding that okay, I went through so and so. I just know I don't need to, you know control the urge or resist something. I just need to accept it. That is also transformation. So we so this is what I want to speak about transformation. There can be many things said, there are many books about it, but this is my own understanding of what I wanted to put in front of you all. That don't get fearful because of this transformation. Don't get upset that what is happening with me. This is a very transformative journey of oneself, of the soul, that it takes, but at only that perfect time it can come. But we all go through a lot of transformation. We don't understand all those things. We think, okay, we are going to, we are under depression, or we are under some kind of attack or something that is going on. But yes, maybe there are certain things happening. But then there are your own shadow aspect that can actually are harming you rather than, keeping you safe. You have to keep yourself safe from your own self certain times, from your own thinking, your own mindset. The transformations can be good or bad, but what uh, what kind of transformation can propel you forward? You have to go with that, which not only helps you transform into a newer version of you, much better version of you, but also how much you have learned, that understanding, that maturity will shine through, just like the butterfly prints that she gets on her wings. And those will be your spiritual badges that the spiritual realm is awarding you. But At what cost? There is no cost to you. It's just your soul is going through that transformation. You are going through that transformation. Your consciousness is going through that transformation. And then your understanding, your wisdom will shine through. That light will shine through. It will not keep you stuck. It will help you ascend. And that is what this transformative journey of your own consciousness happens, of your own self happens. Having that understanding that you are not the physical body, but the soul itself, who is also the, the smaller part of that bigger part of that source energy. We are that smaller parts of that bigger soul self, or the, you know, we are the underself of the overself. And that is what needs to be understood time and again, not only by just saying it loud, but also understanding what is going through with you, where we have to go, why we have to. So, a lot of transformation. Anyhow, anything anyone wants to share, speak. Definitely, I could have said more things about who has written what, but I don't want to go there. I just have to. I wanted to bring an understanding that this transformation journey can be very, very difficult, but it is very, very liberating. Liberating for our souls to not stay on this planet Earth, but also now liberating to higher dimensions, to get to our own, uh, you know, masters, to be the guides who we want to. Whenever we are ready, the master appears. It's not you are going to search for your master, but your master will search you when the time is right. When the fruit is mature, the master, avails that fruit. They get those disciples or followers or student. But it is up to you. If you want to transform, you will transform and you will gain that. So anyhow, thank you so much. Yes, Anshumanji, go ahead, please. You can always raise your hand, masters, and let me know. I will unmute you. Yes, Anshumanji,
Thank
go
you
ahead.
Madhu, for sharing your perspective on transformation. I want to ask that see, change is the only constant. We all are evolving with time
Yeah,
and with the life experiences, introspection, surrender, discipline, and certainly divine grace. And as you mentioned, transformation comes with discomfort, endings,
correct.
delays, challenges. And you also mentioned about dark night of the soul. Uh, Madhuji, my question to you is that uh, what triggers the transformation? Changing our habit pattern or thoughts or the way we behave is not easy. And the way you mentioned the example of butterfly, going beyond and having a beautiful transformation for the highest good of everyone and for ourselves and for
Yes,
our soul journey. Uh, what is the trigger? Like the role of the guru or uh,
it
God's
can be
grace?
anything.
Like it is difficult to change actually.
Yes,
Across life, we have sanskars of past lives.
yeah.
So, is it a selfless service or is it guru's role or is it a gradual process?
Mm.
Uh, what leads to transformation? Or what can we do so that we transform for the good? That is my
Very nice. Thank you for putting these questions. Yes. So I would say transformation happens to everyone, first of all. First. Second of all, transformation happens when we become, like when we say that time comes into each and everyone's life, when we say enough is enough, I'm done. That some kind of pain, trauma, or some kind of triggers that are like continuously happening to you, and you say enough is enough, or the trauma, the traumatic event, some kind of event is there that comes into your life. The traumatic event, I mean to say, maybe this event for others might not be traumatic, but for someone it might be very traumatic. They don't want to go through that again, and maybe that is happening for them time and again, and they don't understand that this is the time for them to change. But certain times, when the nature changes, it can be very drastic, it can be very apocalyptic, but then certain times it is very slow. This process is very slow, we don't notice it, but it happens, right? It happens. Everything around us is changing, but we don't notice it. Now, just imagine there are certain things kept in our home, in our vision, we can see it. But slowly, slowly, even the rust things, the rust also comes on metal things, right? The furniture becomes ancient, I would say, or antique. It becomes antique later on. But right in front of us, we say, oh, yeah, we just, if we keep the care and everything, maybe the furniture will shine. But slowly that furniture is also deteriorating, or some changes happen because it is still lifeless. But we, with humans or with some beings who have this life going on, the life energy going on, we are transforming, but we are also aging. But not only that, the body ages, but the soul wisdom never ages. It always accumulates. And the sum of all the accumulation, we again take another birth, another life, and in that, we again, the soul goes through another learning. So, this journey of that soul, the soul journey is happening for us in this lifetime, for you, me, or anybody else who is present here listening to what we are talking and speaking. We all must be, we all must have gone through certain, triggers or certain traumatic event that made us come to this line of spirituality where we wanted to have peace into our lives, or we wanted to attain that knowledge, to learn more about what is happening, that curiosity, something which is, which has also propelled us to go towards that. That event happens with some, everyone in different way. At this time, some people are very much enjoying their life. They want to be in that very ecstatic state, excited and enjoying life, having pleasure, going about their ways, traveling, and different things. But for some people, they go through a lot of trauma events and all those things, pain and thought process. But in every other lifetime, or how to say, we are changing, everyone is changing. And this change will come to each and everyone, be it because of the karmic cycles, the karmas that we have done, or to get us more associated with the spiritual journey, because that is the final destination for everyone. This is where we all have to reach. Our time has come, so we are talking about it. For many people, the time hasn't come. They are still in that ecstatic, state where they are totally into that materialistic life, enjoying that life. We are still enjoying, but we have understand that we can balance both, or we should balance both. That is what we also have an understanding. But it had come with a cost. I would say the cost is understanding yourself, going through dark night of the soul, and also taking care of us, understanding that at the end of the day, it is who we matter, not everyone else. It is us who matters, like my own self. Am I giving my love and care to my own self first, not to others first, right? That is also. So this is transformation that has taught me, okay, yes, I have transformed from that, from what I was to now who I am. I have a more, much better understanding. What are my triggers? What is controlling me? Am I being controlled by triggers, or am I just now able to control all these urges? Yes, I am. And that is what is very important. Understanding the hidden meanings, the deeper, sense of everything, and understanding the connotations of everyone around me. And that is very, um, revealing to me now. It's like I'm enjoying this phase, and that is what is like. I don't need to give explanation to anyone. The point is, but this is so beautiful, and so anyhow, that was the question to your answer. Sorry, that was the answer to your question. Yeah, go ahead.
Just one follow-up question, if I may ask, is that is it necessary for the soul to go through this the dark night of the soul period, or it is possible that it may not be required that intense experience,
For
or is it?
certain people, I would say, where I am or the way journey has gone through with me, maybe I had intense experiences, but not for everyone. My life had been very like every now and then, whenever I thought, okay, so this is very personal to me. Whenever I thought that now I'm like, I'm gonna settle down, I'm going to be there, I was always uprooted and kept somewhere else where it was very new to me. So every now and then, the journey had been very new. So this is very important, that I have been uprooted from many places that I wanted to settle in, but maybe that was my plan, and I have forgotten who I was and why I have taken this journey, what was my soul plan. So I have put my guides around me, the spiritual guides that are going to, I would say they were my friends and they are my friends. So I have given them this work. Hey, I'm going to forget this life and you are going to forget. They have already told me. And it is a very, very difficult task, you know. So this is a very difficult task. But are you able to do it? Will you be able to do it? And I say, yes, I will be able to do it. So they say, okay, if you are ready to do it, ready to do this task, let us help you. And I said, okay, I agreed. You help me at this time because this is where I would need you. So you come into my life and let me steer to that path where I need to go. So as soon as I was uprooted from a path, I was also put to a new path. And my question was, why me? Why this is happening to me? Later on came this answer after such a long time, after so many years, that because this was your soul plan, you are not to be, or you are not meant to stay there at that place where you were long time back. Now you have to go up, you have to rise, you have to do something that has been given to you or you have chosen for yourself, or that was the task. So you have to go. So certain times that intense experience will happen to you because your soul needs that understanding, because you need to go forward. Why you have to go forward? Because there might be many things that might break you down later on. So the soul goes through very transformative experiences, intense experiences at the basic of that stage itself, because that soul has to go much further. And if that soul has to go much further, it has to learn all the lessons that it has to. Without those lessons in your bag, in your, like you pass one test and you attain the award, right? Kind of that. So once you are learning something, you go through that test, you learn, and then you have that wisdom to you. With that wisdom you can go much further. You can not only help your own self, but you are now have to help others also. And that is what the journey I've taken. Some people's, some people, they don't take this journey. They take much less, in like much less experiences, I would say, or maybe their experiences are not intense because their journey is different. For different people, the journey can be different kind. It can be very intense, it can be very middle, or it can be very, very, uh, you know, or certain times it can be very, very, you know, easy. But what that soul has chosen, depending on that, everyone tasks or soul plan is different. Their journeys are different. So that is what I want to share. So I hope, yeah, you want to share something, Anshumanji?
Yeah, thank you, Madhuji. I think a very profound answer, especially the part about learning the lessons. So certainly we have to learn the lessons, and if we don't learn, it will come the hard way and it will repeat.
Yeah.
So truly
Right.
something to introspect. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anybody else? Deepak ji, yes. Unmute yourself. Hello, Atmandan.
Atmavandan to all.
Atman.
The process of I'll not be able to be on the video because I have my maid who is cooking for me and I'm just instructing them. So I would be sorry. I'll
No
not be
problem.
able to continue
Okay.
on the video side. Sorry for that. But I wanted to hear you all, so I'm there.
Mhm.
Coming to the process which we are talking about transformation, as you have given an example of caterpillar, I have given an example of of our lives. We are born, we are a child, we are totally innocent. You start having knowledge, and then you start going to school. Those things work. That's how the transformation is stage by stage is taking place.
Correct.
The second stage, you grow up. Now those playful days are over. You
Mm-hmm.
are now becoming more responsible. Then you start working to find a higher education, and then you start getting into
Mm-hmm.
finding a job. And
Mm-hmm.
once you have got a job, now you are getting your things settled down. Like caterpillar, the things are opening up, the wings are opening up. I run through the same process,
Mm-hmm.
and then comes a stage where you become a family man. You get into a family. So your commitment has totally changed. You are transformed from a child, playful child, innocent, has become a grown up with a maturity of understanding. It's one part of transformation. And then your journey starts. In that journey, now there are three stages of a human life and on a spiritual level. On the spiritual level, first, you become, awareness of spirituality. But then you become awareness to see how can I have something missing. Honestly, why you go to spirituality is something you are not satisfied. The happiness doesn't come. So what you start searching of what is the real ultimate happiness. Then you start walking into the path and walk the spirituality. Now then spirituality also there are three phases. One they say grahas. The second stage they say vanprasth. And third is sannyas. Now, the first part of a grahas is to know the world. Unless you experience the world, you won't go to straight to sannyas. So the second stage is that once you start knowing it, then vanprasth is a stage when you have done most of your duty. Now you are free from the commercial as well as the family life. Then you start walking. Then when you go much further, then you take a sannyas and you start disowning whatever you did in the past. So you are disowning. This is what I wanted to share. The transformation is also in this form, which is the practical reality how we are living.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not doubting about that. I'm saying it's just we need to understand the mindset of what is transformation. Transformation at what levels, how does it go through? Definitely, from the time we have born till the time we die. I have used this word. We are continuously going, we are transforming, continuously transforming every stage. Now you are again transforming, Deepak ji, you know that, right? In your life, you must have thought about that, okay, I want to live. If somebody gives me this time to live with kids, I will do that again. Now this is another transformation that is happening for you. Now do you know that? So that is what also is very, very uh you know revealing to you your own self why you are going through such and such things, because maybe somewhere you might have asked, or you wanted to, as your soul plan, or you have promised in your when you were making the soul plan to your family members, or the one who are going to be your karmics, or who are your karmics as family members. You have promised them that, okay, I will take care of this and this. And that is what is you are going through. So that is also another transformation. One, how does oneself goes and transforms, in which way? Different. So it can be different things for different people. And that is what I want to say. So anyway, thank you so much.
I can add to what you said. Okay, the understanding is like to just my life journey, which you just touched upon. I'll just share that with you. Way before I become, what do you call it, started working. Prior to that, I wanted to walk a spiritual path. My spiritual path was very simple. That once I am married, I have a commercial. Well, I have my commercial life as well as my family life. But by age of 50, I shall give away all these activities and get to my spiritual path. Now, during that tenure, I wrote to say myself and asked for a spiritual life for me. This should be my last life. I want to be get a Vairagya stage and don't go on for births and rebirth was my internal feelings. But what did it happen? First, I wanted only one child. I got my the three children, and all is a history by itself is so shocking. Now, at 55, I was still not matured enough to go into the spiritual life because my baby was so small and my commitment was there. But still, it two events came to my life that can I, and I wanted to still walk out of the family life. But what happened? My friend, who was a very spiritual person, he asked me one simple question: Are you prepared to walk, get out the family life, and be a spiritual person? The answer was no, because he says, will you look back? Will you be concerned to find out how your family is now? Are you going to be that for strong? Only then take walk the path. I said, yes, I am not. So it was not, I have not matured to that level. Now coming to the second part. Now I am alone and the family is all settled. But still I have not grown. Now, this may be a God's a process that you have still not grown, and you cannot take this journey of saying that you want the last, life. This is my last life, and I want to be totally spiritual, and I want to vairagya. It has not come because now He has given me a challenge of a little two children, my grandchildren, to look after. So this is the truth of life, that you have lots of things to grow. It cannot go in one day, and it is a journey, and it's giving you lots of experiences.
Yes, that is what it is. But yeah, it is also certain things that the divine hasn't given you this choice. You have taken this choice. As you said, maybe you are not mature at this time, or maybe you are mature, but you have promised the karmics in your life that yes, in this lifetime, I'm gonna take care of this. So this will be my state, and I'm gonna do this. That was your promise. Maybe after this, you might, you know, go more forward. You do never know. But at this time, you are doing something out of responsibility and out of that you don't have any choice, right? Because it was your plan. How beautiful you do it, it is up to you. Anyhow, so thank you so much, Deepak ji. It was very, very wonderful. And thank you for sharing
Thank you.
about your views and your journey. And thank you. So thank you, Anshuman ji, as well. And thank you for sharing and asking question about transformation, about the triggers, about the events, what makes you, you know, go under transformation, why it has to be so and so, or why it has to be like easy or difficult, depending on the particular journey, whoever journey it is. So this is what we all go through. Anybody else has to say anything? Yes, Nirja ji.
Madhuji, namaste everybody, Atmavandan. Beautiful topic, you know. It's like the miracle of life. We don't realize like that like that caterpillar that or the when it's in the cocoon stage that we are struggling. Maybe somebody else who's looking over us, you know, our angels and all, they know that this is our struggle and that we need to get strength to be able to overcome that struggle. I'm actually started to read Dina Mariam's that book on Sita Yoga of Awakening,
Yes,
and
it's
this portion is really nicely explained there. She talks about like when she actually starts connecting with Mata, and you know she'll ask like, who is she? Is she a Maharani or is she what? She keeps asking, and you know it's like the explanation she gets from for that questions is that she's not anything different, but you have to learn to accept your limitations and know that there is no difference between you and her, and then you can get. So for us, when we are going through those challenges, it feels like, why can't somebody just help? Why can't it just go away? But maybe it's making our legs stronger and our wings stronger.
yes, and that is what I want to say. That certain times definitely it becomes so difficult for us to even go through this particular journey that we have taken.
Yeah,
Certain things are very difficult for me as well, and maybe it seems for to others that oh, how beautifully she's doing that, but just ask me. I'll tell you
sorry.
that it's okay, no problem. So just ask me. It is like it is very difficult for me. Certain things are not easy, but then I think I need to take time to learn it, because maybe these challenges are coming because maybe I need to learn it, and so that is
Yeah,
what acceptance I need to. But also, like how I said, that when the butterfly transforms, and I mean the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, metamorphosis happens. What are those prints on the but that always keeps me thinking. So now I
yeah,
have this answer to this, that once this butterfly has this prints on her back or on the wings, these are kind of the soul learns certain lessons, and these are kind of badges that the spiritual realm gives us. Those are the badges which cannot be seen, which cannot
yeah,
be understood by others. But these are some of the, awards, realms that the spiritual realm is basically bestowing on you. It's kind of ability, superpowers, giving you other understanding. You might so certain people, they might seem very, very simple, but they have profound, deep, deep understanding of things, subjects, and they can help so many people, but they just are very quiet. Like how someone says that, what were we doing? So it was it Swami Vivekanand ji or Muktanand ji, something. I don't know. But they have attained so much, but they used to live as if nothing had happened. They don't
yeah.
have, who was saying Ram Krishna about? Gurpinder ji had come into our group. So she was saying, yes, I remember. It was not Swami Vivekananda or anyone. So I had also done the Guru's Swadhyay, Buddha's disciple, Mudgal Yayana. Buddha's disciple, the right hand, Mudgal Yayana, the left hand, Sariputra. So Mudgal Yayana is a very, very profound master, having deep understanding of deeper subjects and knowledge, astral traveler, master, he could do miracles, magic, anything. And he could go from here and many other things. But then he used this ability only when, it was required. Otherwise, he would live like a very normal man. So, for this, Dr. Gurpinder ji also had given us one example. So, Ramakrishna so there was a student who would like to practice that he would astral travel from one coastal area to another coastal area of that same river. Okay. So he tells to, the master that, hey, I have mastered this art of traveling on water. So Ramakrishna ji says, you just wait, like you could have used 1 टका, 1 टका तुम यूज करके तुम जा सकते थे, तुमने इतना समय बर्बाद कर दिया. You have wasted so much time.
So
You
much
could have
time.
just used this 1 टका to go from one place to
Let's
another.
go.
But well, I understand that is an art, that
Yeah.
is an art, and not everyone can attain
Yeah.
that. So, but to also getting into that understanding that don't waste your time on like non-trivial things. When
Yeah.
things can be done, when things can be done by, using other things, living normally can also be done. You don't need to just show off. That's what,
Show off, yeah.
yeah,
But
that's what.
also that awakening that when we get that we don't need to spend time on the trivial things is our transformation. It's
Correct.
like, yeah, and
Good.
then again,
Good.
don't go into that extreme like we talked about the middle way on things because if you wait for that something to happen is not by accepting because my sometimes my family tells me you read so much you go to all these meditation classes but you still get angry you should be above all this but I've noticed people who understand the simple truth some lives are so simple I see in some of my friends they I think they learn to accept each other so well I don't know if they're suppressing something, but at least outside it feels so effortlessly they're living their lives. Like they seem to have that tuning, and so they don't have the same struggles. But for us, maybe that to understand that it is not important to focus on trivial is my transformation. And
Yes, not everyone's journey is the same journey. First of all,
yeah,
Nirjaji, your
yeah,
journey, my journey, or everyone else journey is different. But certain people, they hide. Whatever looks so beautiful outside is not so beautiful inside. And people who do accept, they do have their own shortcomings. And I don't want to judge them. Let's,
yeah,
let's uh,
exactly.
just not
Let
go
it go.
there. Anyway, the point is transformation happens, but for every other life, everyone's journey is different. Their purpose is different. Their plans are different. And where we need to reach with that, like a teacher will teach in a school, but a professor will teach in a college, depending on what subjects and where, how, when. So
Hmm.
very, very, everyone has different journey. It might look similar, but it is not similar. But anyway, thank you so much, Nirja ji.
Yeah.
Very nicely put. And let us take Pushpa ji also, and then we can go into meditation. Yes, Pushpa ji, unmute yourself. Pushpa ji, your hand is raised. Unmute yourself. Given your unmute option. Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
I don't
Pushpa.
know. I couldn't find the unmute
No
option,
problem.
so that's
Now
why.
you did.
Well, I'm so happy to attend this session, and there is a lot to learn. But as Deepak ji says, that a transformation from childhood to older age, which is a normal transformation, everybody accepts a little bit of ups and down. Everybody has to. It's a life suffering. But what happens if there are bigger obstacles? And in a young age, suppose I have seen some cases where they break up from one place to another place with a life partner. They just can't get up and get going, can't settle there. And then there are very big challenges in their life.
Yes.
And those challenges, how those obstacles we have to work with.
Certain times, thank you for sharing your question, Pushpaji. Certain times, we also, so why are we thinking that one person has this kind of challenge? They have taken this challenge. It is not easy, but
But
not
then they
because of
cannot
you.
make the right decision also.
Yeah, but then that is why this understanding has to come in, sink in to change oneself, to go under transformation. So, okay, let me put it this way. There are people who I want to guide. Definitely, I know that they need help, but they should also understand that they need help. I cannot help them just because they need help and I see that. I see that they need help, but it should also come from them. You got my point? That certain times they need that help, they need that guidance, but they are so
They are
confused.
themselves so lost in their own
Yeah,
situations.
because
They
that
just
is what.
cannot think correctly. They cannot see clearly.
Yeah,
Either.
even my own daughter, I would say, my daughters, the younger one is still very young, but the elder one is very, like, now she's becoming mature. I'm not saying very mature, but she is still into that state where she has to. But I cannot guide her. I can see what is going on. I know. And you all can understand, like, what I'm saying. Like, we all have children, but we cannot push them to do things that what we want to do, what them,
And since
right?
we are in the spiritual journey,
They
we
are
know,
not.
we understand,
Yeah,
but
that is what.
it is very hard to
Yeah,
make them
that is what.
understand.
So why? So my question was that there are so many people that are going on to the, like, my ego mind is saying that, oh, I need to help them. So earlier I would do that, earlier really I would do that. I would say, share, say it, but then slowly I stopped doing all those things also. So my question was like, uh, people are not so good, or they are not so in that state. But if I say, yes, everyone is good and only good experiences happen to me, if I say that, that is my reality. But earlier it was not this reality of mine. There were things that were happening not okay. And so my question was, how should I help them? Because they don't know where they're going into, where they are
And
putting their feet.
repeatedly they fall into that
Yeah, they
same
will fall
incident.
into that pit. So how should I save them? One answer came to me. Everyone has made their own soul plan, and they also need to understand. Until you stub your toe, you won't understand. If whether so certain people are very clever, they will pick on to other people's journey to understand, okay, they must have done this, so they incurred this loss or this gain, let me also go through with this, or so that I don't make those mistakes but I learn from them. So certain people learn, but certain people, they are not made of that material. They will
Even
go
with
through
their
that.
own mistake, they don't learn.
Even, yes. And so that is why the challenge is to actually understand. And if you take it in a very good way, positive way, then you have the, how to say, then as a reward, you actually change in a good way and you go forward. But if you take it in a very negative sense, what happens is now you are depressed, you are anxious, you are fearful, you are very weak, immature, and you make mistakes time and again. Until that understanding sinks in, what am I doing wrong with my life? Until that traumatic event comes into your life, and God actually changes your life. Maybe you are put somewhere where you are, you are like, I don't know what, but there had to be things, right? There are so many things. Until we are small, we are not to take decisions, or we cannot make decisions. What happens? We are totally, on our parents basically. We
Yeah,
cannot.
then they teach us what is wrong,
But
what is
certain
right.
times, that child's life is also under that control, parental control. So they don't have that choice. It's either the divine's choice or the parent's choice. And then you are put onto a new soil. You are again planted onto a new soil. Your school changes, your home changes, your society changes, your friends changes, everything. So for that child, that change is so difficult. But that transformation happens for the child to understand, to gain more knowledge, and to understand the ways of the society, societal pressure, familial pressures, many things. And that is very, very, it's like, I would say, these things can be very much.
It becomes a vicious cycle then for them
Yeah, and then
until they
they
just
fear. So
Yeah.
for major part of my life, I have been always put on a new soil. So it was, I would not say that my school changes. No, it just changed one time or two time. But then I had to make new friends time and again. And this has been this continuous journey of my life. Now I am where I am. I'm very much by my own self, and I don't feel like the need to even like have many people around me. But earlier it was like I need people around me all the time because I had this, lot of friends. Everywhere I go, I have lot of friends. So that was my life, very much like happy. And uh, till now, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with myself now. I'm at peace. And that is what, because I understood. But this understanding came at a very later state in my life. So I was thinking, when these friends are taken away from my life, now that understanding had already sinked in. Maybe the universe wants me to be alone because he wants me to be on a higher timeline. So very soon, everyone was shed from my life. Friends, specifically friends, relatives, and was saying what is happening in my life, why the
Because they have a
shedding.
different frequency.
Yeah, but then one more thing had happened in my life. I had started making Buddha picture. Buddha picture. Whenever you make Buddha picture, your relationship, you actually are detaching. The detachment happens. So my inner instinct told me to create Buddha sketch and picture and paint it and do all those things. And I did it. And from that time, my life had started changing. And it was very, very early in my when my daughter was going to get born. That time. So anyway, the point is, I'm happy. You are
Yeah.
happy. Let others also take their own journey because they need to find themselves. And this finding themselves is another transformative journey which they are going to take, but at their own time, own pace, with their own understanding. We cannot help them. We can only tell them, okay, here's a flyer, here is Madhuji speaking, or here is Pushpaji speaking. Come and listen to them. But it will only happen when they have that
Yeah.
feeling, okay, I have to go and do. So that will be the time when they change, right?
Thank you. Thank you, Madhu.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pushpaji. So, masters, I believe you all have this understanding now of what is going through with you all, with us, with each other. But we are onto this journey now where we have chosen to be transformative, to be transformed from a basic form to a higher form. And wherever we are with this learning, we are at a very happy place with our understanding, and also understanding that one day we all have to go. Nobody is going to stay here. But according to our understanding, according to how we are doing stuff, everyone has different stages. So keeping that in mind, let us go. I'm gonna just put the music today. I'm not gonna guide. I've already spoken so much. So let's go with Parmananda music, and I'm gonna play some music. Let us go within ourselves, okay? So that we can just concentrate within ourselves, concentrating on ourselves. It is 9:08 at my time, at my place. Let's go for 45 or 1 hour meditation. Just Patri Sir's music, okay? So be with me, stay here and do your meditation, because meditation will actually bring lot of answers, lot of clarity as you go into the deepest state. And deepest state will actually bring the energy of emptiness, nothingness or thoughtlessness, where you will go into shunya, the zero state, where as you come out of it, things that were unclear to you might get an understanding. So let us go within, masters. Take your position, sit comfortably, and choose what is your question, or what do you want to know, and why do you want to know? What is triggering you? What is controlling you? Are you going to let that trigger control you, that urge to control you, or are you going to let it go and keep quiet, relax yourself by just going within? So let me. Wait, how old is the new hire? I think it's not Patri sir's music though, but some music I'm going to put. So let us go within, masters. It's also beautiful music. So let's see. So as you go within, masters, take your own time. Try to breathe in and breathe out. Try to relax and be calm. The more steady you are as you breathe in and breathe out, you will feel peace, bliss, and calm. So stay stable, steady, and go within. And let go of all those questions at this time. Just breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly, steadily, and stay there. Let the transformation happen. Transformation happens at a very slower state here in the physical world, but still it is very faster than the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, these transformative journeys take time, very big time. It takes many years, thousands of years. But in the physical realm, maybe it might take 10 years or a year. Within a year, a tree can grow. In 10 years, that tree can be fully mature, fruiting, and maybe growing another tree beside it of that same plant through the seed. But your transformation comes at a cost. The cost is being more conscious, being more aware, understanding your triggers, tribulations, your fights and arguments, and understanding why we are going through this journey. So, keeping all this in mind, let us steady ourselves, breathe in deeply, and exhale deeply, slowly. Now let us go within, listening to the music, meditate, and concentrate on your third eye or on your heart. The choice is yours. Be with your normal, natural, steady breath. Let each and every breath make you feel peaceful and calm. With each and every breath, blissful energies come in, which makes you more and more peaceful, energetic. Feel yourself shedding the heaviness, darkness, or taboos from your mind, body, and even soul. Let us go more and more deeper. Let the transformation happen. As you go deep within yourself, undergo lot of moments that break you down, that make you rise up. As you go through this transformation, the transformation might seem very difficult as you undergo spiritual changes. First, the spiritual change breaks you down, shows you your shortcomings, your truth. It shows you where you lack. But that also comes with clarity. It also shows you your best moments, the things that you do perfectly, your strong points. And you learn so much about yourself. So let this spiritual transformation help you, guide you into a better version of you. The one who was born is not the one who is now present in you. You have changed a lot, transformed a lot. But this transformation had put you with less weight, less demands, less trauma, less triggers. Earlier, the things that were feeling heavy on your back, on your mind, now all had subsided as you are transformed into a newer version of you. But it could only happen when you went through shedding in your life, breaking down things, transforming from it, and becoming who you are. And we underline this as the becoming of the newer version of you, the becoming. So take your time and now revel in this for a longer time and meditate on it. Appreciate your journey. Respect your journey. For this is who you have become after taking or undergoing transformation. My dear masters, now very slowly let us all come back into our body consciousness. This is where your transformation has started. You are now a new you, or a new version of you that is going to become that transformative person who now transforms others as well. You are that transformative energy, portal, human being, whoever you are. Either the transformation has been completed, or you are at a particular state in the transformation journey. You are going to now help others. So help each and every master by giving gratitude, our deepest regards. And very slowly Straighten up your spine, your neck and head. Slowly unclasp your hands. Keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, masters. Take your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now very slowly, masters. You may all come out with a beautiful smile. Thank you so much, masters. And very slowly, please do hug yourself and feel your own self by hugging yourself. Feel the new you, your new version. The transformation has been completed. Now you are ready to fly. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Anybody wishes to share your experiences can raise your hand. If there are any experiences, if you want to, you may do so, masters. Please do raise your hand. And if not, then we can end the session. And also a very happy weekend, masters. Today is Friday, and with Friday comes the next day, that is Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday, Sunday, my Saturday, Sunday will be India's Sunday and Monday. So we'll be keeping 2 days off as always, taking the weekend off, and then meeting on Monday evening. And for India people, it will be Tuesday morning. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Anybody has any questions or anything that you want to share your experience, please go ahead and share if you want to. Anyone has anything to share, speak? Okay, then. Anshumanji, thank you so much.
Yeah. Madhuri, just one point I wanted to ask. In fact, I asked earlier also that Molda White helps in transformation. I have heard. In
Oh
fact,
my God. Oh my
what
God.
doesn't serve us, and it tend to actually amplify those things, and those things are innovate. It exits from our energy field. So, I'm doing some research about it. So, just wanted to ask. I know you don't have a Molda White. Certainly, there are some triggers or some catalysts which helps transformation, divine love, unconditional love, seva. So there are many factors that helps in breaking the pattern of what we are in the auto mode all the time. So maybe I mean your take on that. What can help in true
See,
transformation?
I have no resistance towards anything, first of all. Earlier, I used to think, why I should do that. Still, maybe I might be carrying, I'm not saying that I don't. I'm not that perfect, but still, um, when you asked me, that Madhuji, do you have Moldavite? So, earlier I was like, because, many of the things I'll tell you, very, very truthfully, I'm telling you, many of the things that happen in my life is with intentions. So whatever I say and whatever I need in my life, I go with intentions, and that happens for me. That is what is happening with me. So it has become like, whatever does not serve my highest good, masters, guides, please remove that from my life. And whatever serves my highest good, please connect me with that. And whatever is good for me, so I do that. But when you said that, do you have? So I was thinking, hey, can I get my Moldavite? That's what my first thing was. Now, let me just go ahead with it. So definitely that is on the cards. But when and how, I don't know. When the crystal calls me, So one thing that I am very, very sure about is that particular crystal that you needed in your life, it will only come when you need it. And till now, this has not affected me in any way. Meaning that maybe, I'd never felt the need to
Mhm.
have it because the words were always helping me, you know. But I am thinking about it now that, if you want to streamline and you want to go and do things very quickly and what you are meant to do with that, um, you know, all those transformative energies and in a very quick way, why not? That's what I'm thinking now. So definitely that had again, maybe if you would not have been there and if you would not have been asking me time and again, I would not have even thought about it. But now I'm thinking about it. So I would say thanks to the masters, maybe I think they are pushing me towards that. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, you're muted. Unmute, yeah.
Yeah, actually, if it has to happen, it will happen at the divine timing.
Yes.
But certainly, I think I'm studying about it. I will share some books or some inputs to you separately.
Definitely, definitely. And so, because you are saying books, when are you going to share the write-up that you had wanted to? So do go and let me know. I've been telling you time and again, and I'm not going to say that again because it should come from you. It should not be me who is continuously pressing you on it. It should be you. If you want it, you will come for it. You will take the initiative. It should not be me.
I Yeah. I will connect with you separately, Madhu ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Anybody else wants to share your experience, anything that you want to? Deepak ji, I see you now. So if you want to, or Sonal ji, was it Sonal ji or somebody else? I'm not sure. Deepak ji, if you want to.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I have only very simple words to share. When we walk the path, there will be challenges. And without challenges, he will never succeed the goal. So
Yeah,
when the challenges are come, they are basically a learning process. And once
definitely.
you learn it, it is done and you go forward. Otherwise, it goes on repeating again and again and again, which
Correct.
is the truth which I have faced in my life.
Yeah, yeah, Deepak ji. And that is what the transformation only happens when you are ready for it. Also, I would say, or maybe you are not ready for it, but you are put at that state where the transformation happens and you have to go through with that until that understanding or learning comes to you, until you perfect it. So, but thank you so much, Deepak ji. Wonderful.
Learning is very important.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to take another birth.
Again, you go on getting that experiences again and again,
Yeah.
and there is a direction also coming. Why they give you is for you to learn. If you
Correct.
understand, these
Yeah.
challenges are because for you to learn.
Yeah, and that is why certain things you have already learned and you have perfected, it is your soul wisdom, right? So thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepak ji. Um, so Sonal ji, let me know.
आत्मवंदन
Aatmandan, Sonal
आत्मवंदन
ji,
हॉल मास्टर
Aatmandan.
थैंक यू मैम मैं अभी अभी निकली आपने बोला ना नाम तो अभी अभी मैं ये पानी सोई है थोड़ी
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So that you don't want to talk about it? Oh, sorry, one second. Let me remove Deepak ji.
हाँ मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है मैम
जी.
मैं 3 लड़कियां थी
Hmm.
एक पर्पल ड्रेस था एक ग्रीन
Hmm.
और एक रेड था शायद रेड तीसरा मुझे पक्का पता नहीं है
Hmm.
2 का मुझे पता है
Hmm.
और बाद में एक लक्ष्मी जी
बैठे हैं और हाथी नहीं रहता है उनके पीछे। ये दर्शन दिया माता जी
अरे
ने।
वाह, very nice. That is so, so beautiful. So one says about the crown chakra, second says about the anahata chakra, third says about the root chakra. तो तीनों का एक्टिवेशन कर दिया गया है। लक्ष्मी माँ बोल रही तथास्तु, आगे बढ़ो। That is what I was understanding. But it also comes with, every color comes with a different understanding. So the transformation has begun, and in a positive way, in the positive side of it. So wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, सोनल जी। बहुत ही सुंदर एक्सपीरियंस था आपका। So thank you so much, everyone. And if we don't have any other experiences, or you don't have the, the will to speak at this time, I understand, because of the meditation. But yeah, it was yet another very deep meditation. It just had to,
अरे बहुत अच्छा था।
I had to force myself to come out because of the time, because we were like already into 1 hour, more than 1 hour, I would say. So, but it was very, I'm very grateful for this time together, masters. And thank you for your time, so that I could also sit with you in meditation to do meditation. So that is also very I'm thanking you all. So with that, gratitude. Also, I'm very happy that we are on the right path and we are taking the right journeys. So gratitude to everyone. Today it's Friday for us, and tomorrow it will be Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I'm not taking any class as always. Like on the weekend time, we will meet on Monday evening. And certain other things are going on. I'll let you know very quickly. But also, from Monday again, we'll start the classes. And for India people, it will be Tuesday morning. Okay. But till then, in the time, if you happen to see my videos, if you happen to see Love Light Station YouTube channel, if you don't happen to see, but please go through Love Light Station YouTube channel. Please, if you feel like watching some video, do watch it and like and subscribe, and also share with people in your family, friends, or any circle that you go
Yes.
with. So thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, Sonal ji.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Good
हमारे
night.
लिए इतना टाइम निकालते हो। Thanks a lot.
आप भी मेरे लिए इतना टाइम निकालते हो. So thank you so much. And
बहुत
thank you
अच्छा
for
लगता है।
being here. May we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we all meditate regularly. May we all do our inner work. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care. Thank you, Asha ji, and thank you everyone who has written. And I read your message, Deepak ji. All challenges are learning process. Yes, it is. And we can only grow if you learned, otherwise it will be repeated again and again. And yes, and that is why until that wisdom, that is like, until that knowledge that you have, you are not applying it. But once you apply that wisdom, once you applied that knowledge, it becomes your soul wisdom. And you had perfected that. So I know that. But thank you. So with that, we are ending the session, masters, meeting you on after 2 days. Okay. Thank you.